went out to California to visit older brother, younger brother, and some nieces and nephews. My youngest brother, John, lives up in Palo Alto, so he flew down for the weekend. And Jim, my older brother, lives in Anaheim. I enjoy California, but 2 weeks out of the year is more than enough time to spend there. You know, I went out for rest and relaxation, and that's kind of tough to do when there's, you know, several million people around you on the beach. I had a low-grade fever, which is somewhat common in HIV patients. And I tried everything that I knew how to try to stop it, but nothing would. It hovered right around between 100 and 101 for probably about 10 out of the 14 days I was gone. Not sure what was causing it. I called Dr. Katz. He took me off the experimental medication, thinking maybe that was it, the fevers went away for about 2 or 3 days after I stopped taking it, but they're back now, so he's out of town until Monday.
Please wait until the train comes to a complete stop, then step carefully from the train.
Everybody is just so supportive with pretty much everything I'm doing. We don't, I don't know, I talk about it so much that, you know, the last thing I want to do is go talk some more, you know. So I very seldom will bring up the subject, but they all understand, they all know that if they have a question, you know, ask me, because I'm going to answer it. I think the time that we have to spend together is a lot more quality time than it used to be. Being at my brother's house for 2 weeks, and he's got 4 under the age of 14, it was kind of like deja vu from when we were growing up, always screaming and fighting, and you know, a bunch of fun and roughhousing usually ends up with somebody screaming and crying and you know, running to mom. And the time that we spend together is there's just a feeling it's, you know, it's more important. Especially with them living in California, you can't help but think, you know, this may be the last time that I get to see them when I'm healthy. When we do sit down or sit around to get pictures, it's always, you know, make sure we get this one with Uncle Rob, make sure we get that one with Uncle Rob. And that, I mean, that's okay. You know, I've talked to my brothers about, I want to be cremated after I die, and I don't want to lay around on a slab for 2 or 3 days while they, you know, while we wait for them to come and see me. I would just assume when that time comes, a few days before, they come and see me while I'm still alive. To me, you know, I'd rather see them spend their money going to Disneyland than flying home, you know, to look at a box of ashes. So yeah, you can't help but think about, you know, this might be the last time we get to do this together, or we get to do that together. But you try not to dwell on it, otherwise that's all you're ever going to think about.
Tomorrow, just eat this good thing.